Get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Peyton Watson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Peyton Watson is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where 2 great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what we're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Here's Towns. Hits despite the tough D.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Brown. Jokic high post. Now here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Porter passes to Watson. It's rebounded by New York, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Porter. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Well, his fundamentals are so sound. Porter Jr. gets hit on the shot, but still drains the jumper.
Now here's Brunson. 23 points his last outing. Hart kicks to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
That's good from Anunoby. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Murray outside. Back to Westbrook. No good with the layup. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Jazz in Delta Center.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
The score now all even.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Timeout, timeout.
We have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Nuggets making a change here. Others checked in. Then for the Knicks, Sims is checked in. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Westbrook. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
His three-pointers off the mark. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Towns a screen on Porter. Hard against Porter. 5 on the clock. Towns, the pass to Sims. Here's Hart. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brunson against Westbrook. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Launches from deep.
Oh, amazing. Perfect timing there.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Knicks out front, they're up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
The Knicks with the lead. At the guard spots, we'll see Westbrook and Murray. Then it's Dario Saric. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Payne hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside for Murray. Pass to Westbrook. A second chance effort. Payne grabs the board. The Knicks leading by 3. McBride with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Sims dishes to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Denver with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
And so here is New York, following the miss by Jamal Murray.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sharch finds Murray. And another miss by Denver. The Knicks leading by 5. Bridges, right side. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Bridges has got 5 now.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3.
And seeing where the Knicks are, not a perfect start to the season, but they're in a position where all it takes is one modest winning streak to jump into that top spot.
Well, and what they're focused on most, being in that top spot after the last game of the year. It's all about that championship trophy.
And the thing about Westbrook, everything he does is explosive. I mean, so difficult to contain.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lions checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Ryan. Back to Brunson. 1:09 left here in the second. Over Westbrook. And it's Denver with the rebound. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Brown. Jokic inside, defended by Towns. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jokic. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Aiden Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Pass to Hart. And here is Bridges. 19 seconds left now here in the second. 5 to shoot. Brunson outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Westbrook taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Got it off in time. No good there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Nuggets on top. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Raptors. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
Let me go through my papers, Ernie. This game is too close to call. Pretty evenly matched squads. This is what my research is showing.
Yeah, it might just come down to who wants it more. And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Murray against Brunson. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closely. Back to Murray. Shoots the three. A three-pointer's right on target. Murray's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Well, it's a big bonus when you get effective outside shooting from your big men like these guys over the past 10 games. You look at Watson. Dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special.
Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Look, that shot is there all night, every night for Towns. I mean, who's going to stop it?
Murray, the pass to Watson. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Anunoby, and there's another one for the Nuggets. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hurt. Rebound by Murray.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Brown, the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Brunson covering. Right block shot and misses it off the right side of the rim. Knicks trail by 3. Clark kicks to Brunson. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Murray against Brunson. Murray, no good. Brunson up top. Anunoby has the open look. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And now a 3-point Knicks lead. He's off on that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Michael Porter. It's Najee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Strother. Now McBride. And Towns gets it to go.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Outside Porter, the 3-ball, hands it from downtown.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
Payne looking around. Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Low block shot. And that one's good. Strother.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
The Knicks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hart kicks to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Nuggets shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Denver passing it around. Porter with it. Hart covering. Fades. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 2. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Hart. Bridges finds Hart. To the inside. They need this. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Now, here's Jokic, defended by Towns. 9 feet out. Jokic, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Brunson outside. Brunson takes off, and he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Here's Jokic.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
52 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges with the steal. Here's Brunson. Brunson with another miss. Here's Denver now. A 2-point game. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Sometimes you just have to admire the greatness of Jokic. No doubt when it matters most.
Here's Hart. Brunson tries the double. Jokic against Towns. Good!
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and let him hear it. What time is it? It's
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray looking around. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Aiden Watson is out there with Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. That misses off the backboard.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Brunson against Murray. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Brunson against Murray. Here's Jokic. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Watson. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Jokic draws the double. To take the lead. Laces one from 3.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Showing time and time again, he is comfortable being that first option. Brunson delivering in the clutch.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Murray against Brunson. Murray outside. To the left side wing. For the win. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition.
Here we go.
Now here's Brunson. Over Murray. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Pass to Jokic. A fader. The shot misses.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
Nuggets trail. Outside, Porter. Shoots over Anunoby. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic.
Well, he's a guy you have to watch anywhere on the floor. Porter Jr. does have that mid-range ability.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Brunson with another miss. Denver shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And it's Jokic missing.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all offensively.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Here's Jokic. And that one is off. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Brown the pass to Murray. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fades back. It's in!
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. You see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jamal Murray. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that home?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
Murray. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though, and he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Murray against Brunson. Inside, 8 feet away. Missed! So a close game sees New York take this one. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.